welcome to another edition of the Houston Texans Roundtable, brought to you and powered by BetUS. I am Ruben Calvillo, and those two handsome gentlemen next to me, Houston Texans at Texans commenter. What's going on, Pops? Oh, and
Oh,
now we can't hear him.
where'd
Down.
the mic go?
I got this new mic that if I tap it, it does
Um,
that.
Oh,
Yeah, man, what's going on? It's good to see you. I know you couldn't make it last week, but I think you and AD might have been hungover from New Year's Day, is what we
dude, it
suspected.
was
But
tough. It was tough.
yeah, doing good, man. I'm excited for this game. Like we said before, I just can't wait for the game to start.
And the man with the very nice beard at the lead underscore Houston, Harley Dugan. Brother, what's going on?
I'm doing great, man. I'm excited about this game. We got some playoff football to talk about.
Hey,
We can flush the regular season, hopefully down the toilet, and get into some positive talk about the Houston Texans.
absolutely. 18 teams woke up on Monday and had plans for the offseason, booked their trip to Cancun. No, not the Houston Texans. We have our eyes set on the Lombardi Trophy. And here's the thing, man. And as we, get started, guys, we have in another handsome gentleman, Mr. AD from the H-Town Rundown. Guys, this episode is brought to you and powered by BetUS, giving you a 150% sign-up bonus on your first deposit up to $2,000. On your second or third, it's 125% bonus. Promo code YouTube150 gets it done. YouTube150. We have already 87 people popping in. AD, how's it going, man? How was your New Year's, dude?
That was a great New Year's. I made it to 2025. How about y'all?
Yes, man.
Lesson.
Pretty good.
Lost a lot of Houston Texans family during 2024. And, we want to dedicate this postseason to them, man. It's just for you guys, baby. It's just for you, C Royal. Shout out to the OG. But
R.I.P.
RIP, man.
Mhm.
We're here, boys. And AD, I was telling them 18 teams woke up on Monday and, their season was over. But not the Houston Texans, man. How you feeling heading into the playoffs? How you feeling heading in to Saturday?
Cautiously optimistic.
Oh, and I
Yeah.
think the vibe, is kind of the same all around. I am excited for this game, which is on Saturday, which is at 3:30. Harley, once again, the Houston Texans open up the postseason. It has to be somewhere written in the NFL bylaws that the Houston Texans, as long as they make the postseason, they're set for that 3:30 spot.
It's been the same damn thing since we've been in the playoffs. Like, I was like, oh man, everyone's going, what do you mean? What do you mean you need Saturday off? They haven't announced the game. You
They're like, "No, I
dumbasses!
know."
It's 3:30. Like, it's Saturday at 3:30. It don't matter if it was the Chiefs. It don't matter if it was the Chargers. It don't matter if it was the damn Washington Generals. Like, it don't matter who it was. The Texans are gonna be slated at 3:30 on a Saturday, and everyone gonna get their first lick. Everyone gonna talk their shit coming up into this game. Everyone wants to say we're nobodies and we're a bye week and we're laughable, and all right, let's put the game on. Let's see what happens.
And Stressins, when you hear that from a former NFL coach, Rex Ryan, right? He needs to shave down those veneers. But he said that the Houston Texans are a bye week for the Los Angeles Chargers, man. What was your initial reaction? I mean, mine was like, is this guy serious? I was like, is he dead ass? Like this from Rex Ryan of all? I mean, no, this is Rex Ryan, right? To the T, just talking as much crap as he can. But your thoughts on hearing us called a bye week, man?
First thought was saying Houston versus everybody, man. I mean, it's just I can't believe the national media. Like he's not the only one, too. But
No.
yeah, I mean, it's funny. Like Rex Ryan does it, and then 2 days later, you hear on ESPN about how he thinks he's a better head coach for the Jets than Ben Johnson. So like you hear that, and you're like, okay, this guy's just talking wild. So yeah,
Get
I
off
mean,
my lawn.
yeah, I mean, it kind of pissed me off. Like, it's fun for fans for us to rally around. I know all the players and coaches act like they don't care about it, but I'm sure they do. And it's just all the national media has been doing, and it's kind of messed up. Like they're acting like we're playing like the Chiefs or the Ravens or something, like, or even better than that. I mean, if anything, we're a very similar team. Like it should be a pretty even game at the worst, in my opinion. So it's kind of shocking to me, but I kind of like it. I think it's better than being where we were overhyped, and now we're underhyped. So I love it and hate it at the same time.
AD, I was telling Harley earlier on Bleacher Report that, I saw a playoff team with Brian Hoyer as quarterback, Brock Osweiler as quarterback, TJ Yates as quarterback, and I don't remember them being called, a bye week. We are being laughed at like everywhere. I've never seen this before. And I think if there's any one person who should take it personal, it should be our head coach, DeMeco Ryans.
Absolutely. I think people take advantage of shitting on Houston. Period.
All the time.
So this was prime opportunity
Yeah.
for everybody to kind of dogpile on the Houston Texans. You look at the Ravens game on national TV or national Netflix. You look at the Kansas City game on NBC national TV. That paints a sour taste in people's mouth, and they're gonna take advantage of it. But yes, DeMeco Ryans definitely should have a chip on his shoulder. He can lie and BS everybody and say, "Oh, I don't pay attention to none of that," or whatever. But you definitely pay attention to DeMeco Ryans. You definitely have something to say to your team, and I'm guarantee you're definitely playing that in the background of what everybody's saying, especially Rex Ryan, and who isn't giving us a chance in hell. Like whoever else is just shit talking the Houston Texans right now.
And then Harley, as I go to you, how important do you think this game is for the organization? Of course, it's the playoffs, right? But with everyone saying, "Oh, you don't even deserve to be here," and you go out there and knock on wood, right? But like, let's say you go out there and you prove them right, you don't show up against the Los Angeles Chargers, and you go into the off season like, all right, DeMeco and CJ and everyone else, you have to prove it to us once again. Buy back our faith, man. How important do you think this game is on Saturday?
Well, I mean, if they went down the route you just said, leaves a sour taste in everyone's mouth going into the offseason. We mentioned on Bleacher Report about Will Kunkel being in the locker room yesterday and felt like a new energy in the locker room considering it's playoffs. And so if you went into the Chargers and went down that route you just mentioned, and let's say you lose and you don't look good at it either, this whole season and then off season is going to be a horrible taste in their mouth. But I'm very confident with DeMeco Ryans and CJ Stroud and company that, they're gonna rinse and repeat, hopefully not this season, but hopefully repeat something new, something fresh. And, but honestly, I'm not as worried as everyone else. I'm not that worried, man. I don't know, man. You call it delusion, call it fanatic, call it whatever. But I just seen this route so many times where people downplay the opponent 100,000 times in the playoffs, where it's
exactly 1 year ago.
Exactly. Where the Browns have the best defense in football and the Chargers have the best defense in terms of points per game against. And I'm like, okay, I understand last year isn't this year. The offense is really different from last year than this year. And I understand that, the root of the problem, offensive line, and then other contributing factors on top of it. But man, I can smell the bum off of Rex Ryan. I mean, my goodness, dude.
Pause.
I can smell the bum off him, dude. Come on, let's be real.
Gross,
you can smell how poor that man is. I mean, besides him licking and smelling feet all damn day, this dude's got the audacity to say he's the best head coach interviewed for the New York Jets. Come on. All right, dude. I mean, if that's what floats your boat, then go for it, man. This is the guy that wants to talk shit about the Houston Texans and us being called a bye week. You got NFL Network and Ian Rappaport and the crew laughing at us. Hey, I love it. I love the hate. I'm used to being hated. I live in Houston, man. We always used to being hated. This ain't nothing new to me. You think I cower because of this shit? Hell no.
Mm.
I thrive off this shit, man.
Mm.
I thrive off the fucking hate. I'm used to the Texans and the Astros and the Rockets being hated. I'm used to James Harden being called a free throw artist and oh, that's all he can do is get fouls. And I'm used to the Astros with the cheating scandal. I'm used to the Texans right now. Shit. I'm used to this shit, man. This ain't nothing new. I'm waiting for a dub on Saturday.
Dude.
Would you say Houston is the Hulk Hogan of
Oh man, dude, what a joke. What a joke. And like I feel so bad for Hulk. I don't feel bad for Hulk Hogan, right? But imagine giving your whole life to, a sport, and then 50 something years down the line and they're booing you out the boot. And that just goes to show you, that if you are a piece of shit human being, no matter what you do, people are gonna feel some type of way. But man, dude, he was booed out the building, bro.
Oh man.
Hey man. Undertaker came out and it was a pop.
Hey, American Badass, man. You can't argue against American Badass, but man, no comment to the whole thing. Last time I talked politics on my personal Instagram account, I had a lot of people give me death threats. So you know what? I'm just gonna say fuck it, whatever.
Yeah. Shout out to Raw on Netflix, man. It was definitely a great moment. But no, Stressins, like I was saying, man, the apology better be as loud as the disrespect was, and we know that won't happen. We know that once the Houston Texans upset the Los Angeles Chargers on Saturday, they're going to talk about more how the Chargers lost the game instead of the Houston Texans winning the game. And it's going to be like that until we prove everyone wrong and get to places where we've never gone before. We were talking pregame, and you were saying how when you dove deep into these two teams, into this matchup, you felt like the Houston Texans could take advantage, man. Let us know what you were thinking.
Yeah, I mean, so initially, like before I dove in, I was like, it's going to be a close game. We'll probably win in a close game, a field goal game, which I still think could be the case. But I could also see us winning by at least, 7 or more points. The Chargers, the way they're built, they're a super conservative team. It's a typical Jim Harbaugh team. It's, basically run the ball in heavy packages. Justin Herbert's having a great year, but it's because of the way they're playing. They're not putting him in positions to turn the ball over. So yes, he's playing good, but it's also the way he's being coached. Kind of similar to Josh Allen this year. They kind of took the reins off, more run the ball, less Superman stuff, methodical drives, and it's kind of similar to D'Amico too, where he's a defensive-minded head coach. He leans on his defense, run the ball, no crazy plays, field position. But with that being said, if we can somehow, get a turnover early and get out to an early lead, like they're not built to come from behind, in my opinion. I mean, the only receiver I'm scared of on that team is Ladd McConkey. And, hopefully we can shadow partially with
Bad
scheme,
white
and then
boy.
also with, he's got that deceptive speed. I know Landry was saying that today. I can relate, man. I used to be a wide receiver myself. So, but,
what AD? What AD? I feel you trying to say something.
Oh no! That boy good. That boy good.
No, but I'm confident. Like, I think we match up well. I mean, like all these stats you see about their defense being this and that, and their O-line doing good. Like and everyone, talks down on our schedule. Go look at their schedule. It's just as bad, if not worse. I mean, we went toe to toe with the Lions, toe to toe with the Packers. Like they haven't done that. I mean, I guess you can say the Chiefs, but like, I mean, still, like, I don't get it. It's like everyone's so hypocritical and like judging us for one thing, but not judging them in the same light. But like, again, like we mentioned, we'll take that. But I think we can definitely win this game. I'm confident. And then the one thing I will say, the most confident thing I have is our defense is healthy, aside from obviously Jimmy Ward and Jalen Petrie. But this is the first time we'll have Azeez and Christian Harris on the field at the same time. And I just realized today, too, with the injury report, like our entire front seven is healthy, like ones and twos. We got Autry, we got Edwards, we got Foley back. I mean, like Settle, like everyone is playing.
Was he a full or limited, Folo?
I think he was limited, but I mean, it's trending like he'll play. Oh man, he's massive.
It's playoffs.
And everyone's everyone's judging us based off this Ravens loss when Azeez wasn't there, and it was 3-4 days after our team was decimated. First game without Jimmy or Jalen. So I mean, so I say with our defense being healthy and the way D'Amico Ryans, like if there's one thing about him, he is an elite game planner. Like when it comes to big time games, he can show that he can really mess up these quarterbacks. I mean, you look at Josh Allen this year, you look at Jared Goff this year, 2 MVP candidates that he just absolutely made look silly. I mean, it's going to happen the same thing to Justin Herbert. So I think we got a good shot.
I mean, you brought up the schedule stresses. You want to know the Chargers' signature wins for the season?
Let's hear it.
Enlighten me.
Cincinnati Bengals, they beat by a touchdown.
Okay.
The Denver Broncos, they beat by a touchdown. The Denver Broncos again, they beat by a touchdown. And that wraps it up, folks. That wraps it up, folks.
That's a short list.
No, they did not beat the Chiefs. They lost to the Chiefs both times.
And they don't get blown out because of the way they play. They play super conservative. Every game is short and it's close. So like when they lose, it's close. But the game they may get dominated in, but the score won't reflect that. So it's misleading.
Yeah.
So you're saying the offense has to come out firing on all cylinders, AD.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, they lost to the Ravens. They lost to the Chiefs twice. They lost to the Steelers. I mean, they lost to the Cardinals. So, I mean, it's nothing to write home about. I think people get, amped up about Justin Herbert. They're hoping that Justin Herbert finally lives up to the dream they've been dreaming of him for the last, 5 years or 6 years he's been in the league. They've been saying he's a top 5, top 10 quarterback and has nothing to show for it, nothing to prove that he's a top 5, top 10 quarterback. And they're just hoping that him beating the Texans in a playoff game or him winning his first playoff game will propel him to be a better quarterback.
And what's his record in the playoffs? 0-1, 0-2?
On everything.
Oh.
He ain't never won.
You talking about Herbert?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They lost that game against the Jaguars, right? When they were
Trevor Lawrence has a better playoff record than
was it like 28-0 or something crazy like that?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Harley, what do you expect out of this Houston Texan offense? According to both AD and Stressens and, myself, it feels like we got to come out the gates firing on all cylinders. How do you think they do that?
What they always do, strong first half. You better drop 30 in the first half because who knows what happens in the second half. Look, I'm going to try to be optimistic as much as I can, though, because I'm tired of all the negative talk about our Houston Texans. And maybe just the glimmer of hope. And me and you, Ruben, we talked about it. Just the glimmer, just a small glimmer of hope. The first drive against the Titans when they're facing their ones on defense, hey, 6 for 6, 50 yards and a tutty. Even though there should have been a fumble for Nico Collins. But, besides that, it wasn't so bad. And CJ didn't get no sacks on him. Hey, you know what? I'm going to ride that into Saturday. Oh, hell, what else do I got to lose, right? We've configured the offensive line every which way possible. And I am just hoping to God that this one is just adequate. It doesn't have to be good. It doesn't have to be great. It just has to be average. And that's a whole lot to ask for because, damn it, everything has been crap, shit, and below average. So, look, the Houston Texans offense, take advantage of turnovers. The defense has got to create some turnovers, even though Justin Herbert only throws 3 interceptions. But yet I remember this guy named Jared Goff not throwing a lot of interceptions either. And then when he gave up 5, that's interesting. That's interesting. Hopefully it's not the same result, but regardless, that's not the point of that. The Houston Texans, man, I'm hoping, man. I'm hoping for the offense to kick it into gear. And the biggest thing we talked about, me and Ruben, the run game. If the run game can really get going, you want a strong defense, you want a strong run game, and that should hopefully propel you into a W this Saturday.
AD, they said that the run game is missing Kenyon Green. What were your thoughts from the offensive line's performance on Sunday against Tennessee, which we saw Juice Scruggs at the right guard spot?
I didn't see anything negative about it, so that's the positive.
Yeah, that's all that matters. That's all that matters.
We'll take it.
Yeah, they performed well. Damian Pierce got that 92-yard run off. He was very productive in the run game himself, which I was, surprised by. But like I said, a broke clock is right twice a day.
Hey, buck
But
76.
hey, Pierce, I think that was a career high for him. So definitely the offensive line proved their worth. Shout out to Austin Deculus for playing a pretty decent game. And coming in late not late, he played early. Tunsil got the hell up out of there, and everybody else had to stay. That's
Well, they played in the second half. I mean, like a half, both Lermy
Ridiculous
and
played a decent
Titus,
amount.
right?
Yeah, he got out of there at the end of was it?
I think LT got out sooner, but
yeah, he got out.
Most
He got
of
out.
Titus, Fisher, and Scruggs all played like 45 to 60 snaps.
Yeah, they played damn near the whole game. Tunsil said, "Deuces, I got shoes."
He started false starting his way out of the game. Like, get me out, coach.
I got shoes to
LT
take
ain't
pictures
doing
of.
this shit, man.
But no, the offensive line, man, they performed well. They protected CJ and Davis Mills.
It was
And
Mafia, baby.
yeah, and they
Miss
did a
Millie.
decent job, man. They did a decent job. If you can get that same offensive line play on Saturday, you're going to win the game easily.
I love that.
That's
a good one. That's a good one.
Like that felt well for him, right? That big 92-yard dude. I thought he was gonna get caught, right? Got some speed to continue the entire way. What's up, AD?
I'm laughing because I'm like, bruh, did I hear it right when they said that 92-yard run was more than he had the whole season?
Yeah, I think so.
That was wild as hell.
They said what now?
The 92, like they said, the 92-yard run. It may be wrong, but they said that was more than what he had the whole year rushing.
Oh, there's no way. He had a lot of yards in that Patriots game.
Oh,
he broke off like a 60, 40, 50-yard run in that game.
But what did he do the rest of the season, though?
30 yards. He was hurt a lot, too. That's
yeah,
interesting.
he didn't play.
That's interesting.
But that's why
it might be close. It might be close.
Yeah.
All right, let's see.
Unless the Patriots game, unless he
has 293 yards on the year.
Okay.
Hold on. That's adding. Hold on.
Let me get my calculator.
Hold on, because do the math. Hold on.
Just pull up the game log.
Hold on.
So he had 117 minus the 176. So you're close.
Yeah,
oh shit. Okay.
So maybe he rushed for more yards in that game than he did all year.
That is wild.
That's pretty close.
He damn near eclipsed one carry
and one snap.
If it weren't for that New England game, the New England game, he had a 54-yard run.
So. Line is, baby, creating holes all day.
Shout out Larry Tunsil for getting around and creating that hole, man.
But he only had 40 carries all year, and 19 were against Tennessee, so he wasn't even getting touches either, though.
Yeah, no, and I would keep it the same, right? Keep him on kickoff. I don't want to see Dameon Pierce running the football. Keep 28 in as many times as you can. Yes. Desto, thank you for the 199 salute, fellas. Let's get this dub on Saturday. Boys, if we get the dub Saturday, we're going straight to the club or what?
Man, we turning up, man.
We turning up.
Definitely turning up. Definitely.
We're going to have to go somewhere to enjoy it, man, because,
Yeah, I know a place.
Where?
Adult club?
No. I was talking about the rooftop.
Oh, the Tejas, or is that another bar?
It's a lot of bars.
I know what you're talking about. I know what he's talking about.
That'd be fun. But I was thinking that the negativity I could take from the national media, what I can't take it from, Stressins, is Houston Texans fans. Why even show up and watch the game if you do not think this team is going to pull out the dub? Now, I'm all fine and dandy for criticism during the regular season. Absolutely, right? Criticize this team up and down. Hell, we do it 365 days out of the year. But when it comes to the playoffs, I can't see no Houston Texan having no negative feelings, man. Why even show up? Why even prepare for battle? I would not want to go to war with you three if I heard you right before say, yeah, boys, I don't think we're gonna win this one. It's like, what are we doing? H-Town versus everyone is what Will Anderson Jr. said. If they're not with Houston, fuck them. That's what Will Anderson Jr. said.
Yep. I mean, yeah, it's tough. So like, I've like learned a lot as I've like built this page the past year and like learned about how all the different kinds of fans and how they fan. So like initially, like that used to bother me, but I mean, I realized like everyone has their own way of seeing things. So like, I don't think that way. Like y'all know by now, like I'm always this delusionally optimistic fan. I'm always trying to find like the light in bad situations, but I don't think that way. But I mean, to each their own. I mean, to me, it's like you're lost. Like, and that's assume like maybe like I hate though like the people that think that way. Like they almost like you get into that like line of thinking to where now you like root against the team and like now you can't even enjoy when the team does good. That's the thing is like so in the back of my mind is like okay, I'll let you be in this line of thinking, but now if we do good, you're going to be mad because they're good because you wanted them to do bad because you said we sucked. So that's kind of how I deal with it. Is like all right, just ignore the bad, acknowledge the good.
And when they're, and if they get proven right, they'll let you know. You see,
oh, they're the
I didn't
first
believe
one.
in this
Like, oh,
Houston
you
Texans.
dumbass! You thought they were good. I told like it's like golly, man. Like, can you just try to be happy?
I
Like,
already know the hashtag. AD got it. What's the hashtag, AD?
Which one piss people off?
Well,
Gotta
that
be
one's
right.
I gotta be right, man.
Gotta be
Hashtag
right.
gotta be right, people, man. You gotta love those people, man. They
Like
just
I told this guy who watches the watch parties, right? His name's Ayush, and he's calling the games in the first quarter, right? Anything goes bad and it's the first quarter. Oh, we lost.
I love it.
And it's so contagious, right? Because then the rest of the dumbasses in the chat, and shout out to them, I love them. They're just as, oh, yep, we lost. Like, as contagious as being negative is, positive goes a long way. And like I said, it's one and done, boys. It's not like baseball, hockey, or basketball where it's a 7-game series and it's like the better team usually wins. It's 7 games AD.
Mm-hmm.
What is your confidence level heading into this Saturday?
Yeah, I would say about a 9.5.
Jesus.
9.5.
hey, okay.
Talk to me. Why?
Because you don't stop believing. You know,
What?
that's what they played in the stadium.
Don't stop.
in the stadium last year, I will no lie say, and I've been to quite a few Texan games. That game right there, probably the most hype, epic atmosphere you can ever ask for in a football stadium. And that feeling has lingered on. And it's still right here with me, right in my heart. I don't know which side it's on. It's on 1, 2. But 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 definitely it's with me forever, and I'm gonna just hold on. And right now, this is eerily giving me those same type of feelings from last year. We had no shot against Cleveland last year.
What?
Nobody thought about Houston Texans. We were an afterthought. We barely got in. The Indianapolis Colts
They beat
lost.
us 2-3 weeks before.
Yeah, they dog walked us in Houston. Nobody gave a damn. Indianapolis should have been there. They screwed the pooch on that. Whatever you want to say, but Texans came in and said, "All right." What did CJ say to Pat McAfee?
He's like,
said no
we
shot,
got no
huh? Or no
chance.
chance,
All
huh?
right.
Yeah.
All right. Right now we have no chance. All right. I'm gonna come in there and show you. Nico Collins gonna have a big day, man. Will Anderson,
Facts.
Danielle Hunter, big day.
Harley, when we saw that crowd last year against the Cleveland Browns, we saw the camera shaking.
Yeah.
So much so that we saw the Cleveland Browns radio people say that we were piping in noises. They could not believe that NRG was that loud. What is your confidence level heading into this Saturday against the Chargers?
See, I told you on Bleacher Report it was going to be it was a 7. And I told you though that is only going to go higher.
You did say that.
And damn it, it's at a damn 9 right now because this is the playoffs, man. This is again, the glimmer of hope is what we saw offensively. Yes, with the Titans, awesome. But what Will Kunkel said yesterday, and shout out to Will Kunkel, really good content creator, Fox 26 Sports. I mean, being in the locker room yesterday and saying that there's a new energy in there. You got Joe Mixon talking about, I've been there, done that. I know what it takes to get to a Super Bowl, regardless of a loss. He has been there. He has that experience. You got D'Amico Ryans, talking up to the team, and whether or not they're going to use this as motivation from what all of these national media talking heads say. I love the one thing that he did say was, man, we don't need that. Like as a person, you should be motivated just enough. This is the playoffs. Like, if you're a player, you should be motivated regardless. This is the playoffs, man. Come on. This is do or die. Like, this is it. All right. And this is what you thrive for. Everyone's talked about it. Every athlete says it. Just give me to the dance. You got a damn ticket to the dance. It's time to start dancing.
Stressings. What is your confidence level, man, heading into Saturday?
That's crazy. I mean, because, everyone was asking that question like right off the bat, and I said 7 initially as well. But I mean, it's ramping up for me too. I mean, I got to be in the 9s. I mean, normally AD is a little more pessimistic than me. When I heard him,
that's
say,
what I was. That's what I was
like,
thinking.
shit. If he's feeling good, then I'm feeling
good. Y'all ain't swarming, man.
But AD got me hyped though, because I was at that Browns game too, just kind of rethinking about that. Like, that was like heaven on earth, bro. Like, it was a damn party in that bitch, and that was like my first viral moment. I took a video of that "Don't Stop Believing," and the Texans actually used it in the offseason as an advertisement to sell their season tickets. I'd be going through my Instagram and it kept popping up. So I'm hoping something like that happens again. Like, that environment, like you said, AD, like, you just can't stop thinking about like reliving that moment. So. And, I could see that happening again. Like I mentioned, like, if we get out to an early lead somehow by 7 or 10, 14 points, I don't think they're built to come from behind. And that's kind of how the Browns were, and it can snowball. And I really think this D'Amico Ryans defense is like insane, bro. Like, he's had time to game plan this game. I really do think in the Ravens game, he really had less time. He knew we might play him again, knew the game didn't matter. I don't think he really showed all of his cards. I mean, we saw it last year against the Browns. They beat our ass because we didn't shadow Amari Cooper, and then you play in the playoffs, we shadow Amari Cooper, fucking game over, bro. Like, D'Amico is gonna, like, he is an elite game planner, dude. Like, we are going to embarrass Justin Herbert. He hasn't been pressured all year. All of his passing comes from like deep play action passing. We're going to shut down the run. Like, we're one of the best run stuffing teams, like on the advanced metrics. So we're going to stop the run. It's going to start there. When the run's done and they're stuck in 3rd and long, it's like, it's time to go eat. Like, and I really do think the offense, like y'all mentioned, the O-line, they're going to play better. They did their thing against Tennessee. I get that it was, a tanking team, lesser competition, but Tavondre Sweat and Jeffrey Simmons played 45 to 60 snaps just like those other guys. And those guys don't go out there and just not try. So, like, they played good against a good interior that beat our ass 2-3 weeks prior. So, that's a new development. I think Bobby called a pretty good game early on. I really think Deontay Johnson is like a 1-for-1 replacement for Tank in the sense of like position wise, like maybe not. I mean, he's got the skill set too. For that, it's all about just him knowing the playbook. I saw him putting Nico in like advantageous positions, like in the slot, motion him, getting him mismatches. CJ got his confidence back. Like, that drive was perfect. You couldn't ask for a better drive, 6 for 6, and run the ball, through the ball. Like, so I'm just hyped, bro. Like, y'all get me more hype, but I'm confident. I'll say 9.5.
It would be insane for me not to join you boys. It would be insane. You know when your mother said, so if your dumbass friends jump off the bridge, are you going to jump too? Hey, I'll be right behind them, mother, because you know what? I'm sick of it. 20 plus years of being disrespected, 20 plus years of being laughed at. I understand this season is not the way we thought it was going to go. What other way that plays out in life. Life does not go how we think it is going to go. But you know what? It doesn't matter how many fucking times you fall down. It's how many times you get right back the fuck up. And if there's anything the Houston Texans have gone through this season, is battles. This team has an opportunity to erase everything they did in 2024. And I know that's cliche, but when it's one and done, when you are in the postseason, you have an opportunity to do that. You get to the AFC Championship, this season's a success. because you got to places where you've never gone before. And I'm excited, boys. Who's to say my quarterback does not put the Superman cape on and lead this team? Who's to say Will Anderson Jr., Daniil Hunter just don't go on a tear because they're disrespected that they were given the Pro Bowl nominations? They were called alternates. Alternates is what Will Anderson Jr. and Daniil Hunter are called. And then you tie in D'Amico. They're calling you a bye week. They are laughing at you at national media. It is now clickbaity to talk crap about the Houston Texans. And I know you care about the narrative that is pointed out there, but God damn it, you have an opportunity in almost 48, 72 hours that you are one of these teams that can be a threat. And boys, I am excited. This is what I've waited for. I can't wait. I'm swarming. I'm at a 9. I cannot wait for Saturday, man. I'm going to be at the tailgate, dude. I'm going to be getting lit. I'm going to be hitting lines. I'm going to be hitting shots. I am going to be doing my best, giving all my energy to the Houston Texans. If you are going to that game, you better walk out the building with no voice.
Big time.
You better be
Big
passing out because of how loud you are fucking screaming out there.
Oh, it's gonna make a difference too. It made a difference last year. I mean, and y'all saw the videos too. Like Herbert, like he's a big cerebral pre-snap quarterback, likes the ID stuff, and like he gets super frustrated when things go awry. That's just gonna happen. So like, it's gonna get under his skin and really mess with them. I think the fans will have a big factor in the game.
Ruben, you said they were alternates.
Alternates.
Damn, they're gonna be alternating, knocking the shit out of Herbert all game long. You know, they said we're a bye week. I mean, the Chargers gonna be saying bye bye when they go home. So look, I'm fucking hyped. I'm ready. It's our primetime game. It's our day, man. We on Saturday. This is the Texans tradition. This is our day. This is our day. We played 7 playoff games, wild card games, and all 7 of them have been at home right at NRG. All 7 of them have been right at 3:30 on Saturday, and almost all of them have resulted in the Texans whipping that ass. So right now, this is just another day in the office for the Houston Texans organization. This is what we do. We play on Saturday in the early game, and we win, and we move on to the divisional round. And we're going to play one of whoever. Probably be Baltimore again. That's how it always is. We always end up playing fucking Baltimore or the Patriots. But at the end of the day, we coming to kick ass. We coming to take names. We coming to make you mother. What Birdman say? Put some respect on my name. Respect. Put some respect on my name. That's exactly what the Houston Texans is gonna do. Is make the whole national media and the world cred put some respect on their goddamn name.
Well, no one's talking too. I think the interior D line is going to eat too, because their interior O line, like their tackles are their best, but again, they haven't really played that many elite edge duos like ours. But still, like our interior D line is going to eat. No one's talking about that. Like that's going to be. I could see us having like 5+ sacks. And how many interceptions does Herbert have on the year? Is it 2 or 3?
Only 3.
He could throw more in this game than he did all year. That's what we did to Goff. You know, they got him up on this pedestal. We're about to embarrass these fools, man.
No, they so desperate they brought goddamn Ezekiel Elliott in. How disrespectful is that?
Yeah, they brought him in yesterday.
They brought Ezekiel Elliott in because they can't fucking get healthy at the running back position. They said Ezekiel Elliott is their answer.
Yeah, Dobbins and Edwards are both limited with ankle injuries.
How disrespectful. Ezekiel Elliott?
Please. No.
Touching, digging in booty, digging in man booty. Hey, no. 2 noses.
Put him in, man. Put in Ezekiel Elliott. Please, for the love of God, put him in and have him start at running back. Man, that would be embarrassing.
Harley,
what's up, man?
Any final words before we go?
I hope it's a Bobby day. I really do. I hope it's a Bobby day. I'm talking 3 Bobbies. You got Bobby Slowick, You got Bobby Polito and you got Bobby Fino.
Mm.
Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. I hope it's a Bobby day. That's what I'm hoping for. That's exactly what I'm hoping for because I'm gonna be bumping that Watermelon Sunrise. I'm gonna be bumping De Salvado. I'm gonna be bumping some songs, man. And look, Arian Foster's gonna be leading us.
What?
I heard Arian Foster don't like the Texans. I heard
What?
he hate the NFL. And this man gonna come out here. He gonna rep H-Town for us.
Mm.
Hey, there are fans to this day that still rock Arian Foster jerseys, jerseys, whatever. Like they are like the core of Texans fans all enjoy and freaking love Arian Foster. I hope this him setting this up. I hope this gets him into their ring of honor or whatever they have. So I really do because I really think he deserves it. But regardless, yes, Bobby Polito is going to be the entertainment. By the way, if anybody doesn't know, oh yeah, get it going, Tejano music all day. Okay, all right.
Hey,
Big swarming. Nah, man, I'm excited for this game. I'm hyped for this game. Hey, like D'Amico said, it's time to hunt.
Mm.
And it starts, man. It's already starting. It don't start on Saturday. It starts already right
Dude,
now.
I'm not gonna be able to sleep on Friday.
Oh, definitely not. Shit, I can barely
for
sleep.
what?
I got
For
bad-
what? What sleep? Sleep.
I'm ready. I'm hungry.
I am
don't
too.
know.
I am
Look,
too.
you know who else
Man.
gonna be
Can't wait.
hungry? A friend of ours, man. You know, a guy that showed us love at the meetup. It's back in the game. I don't think we talked about it.
Oh, Z's.
Agent Zero.
Agent Zero.
He's the captain of the defense, man. I mean, like we missed that, like just solely the communication piece, and then also his leadership too. I mean, not just like on the defense, just overall. I mean, he's a dog, man. And he brings that fuck you mentality. Like when he's on the field, like
Yeah.
I just can't wait to see him and Christian Harris. Like we started to see how Christian Harris is a dog. You got those two guys roaming the middle of the field, like just teeing off on people, talking shit.
Got a
Like,
pit
come
bull
on,
and
dude.
a Cane Corso on the field. But I got a question. What happened the last time Aziz played a 6'6" white blonde hair quarterback?
There we go.
I mean, I just want to know what happened. You know,
Pandemonium happened. That's what happened.
Suspend me now, bitch.
I wish a motherfucker would try to fucking slide running. I wish you would, Justin Herbert.
You know he runs a lot now too.
He does run a lot.
I dare you to come around that corner and think you about to run that ball. I dare you. I just want you to try it just once. Just once.
And don't you
That's a
slide
good
either.
point.
Don't
Because he's been running a lot more this
don't
year. That
pussy
first time he
it,
runs,
yeah.
Aziz pops him. He's gonna cut that shit out.
Yeah.
That's a great point, dude.
He gonna cut that off.
Wow.
If he even decides to in the first place, he may not even want to.
I don't know, man. They ain't got no weapons, so he might have to. I'm just trying to
basically
figure out
lad
who
or
he's throwing
run.
it to, man. Quentin Johnson.
They don't have no weapons. What other than Lad? What do they have? They have a running game, but that's it. Lad in the running game.
Quentin Johnson.
You don't
and
smell that
Joshua
shit
Palmer
called
who
Quentin
did practice
Johnson?
today.
You talking
You
about
don't smell
Drosky?
that shit?
Huh?
I said you don't smell that shit called Quentin Johnson.
Hey, but you know what too? Like I think works in our advantage is they run a lot of heavy personnel, like 21 and 12 personnel, which is 2 running backs, 2 tight ends.
Yeah.
And so, us with having the nickel hurt with Jimmy and Petrie out, now our nickel is a linebacker. Now it's Henry or it's Christian Harris, and we're not having to worry about covering a receiver. And so that allows us to put our best, defense on the field. So, I mean, we match up well in that regard. Like, we're going to shut that shit down, bro.
My guy
Did
just
Aziz
left.
scare the shit out of Ruben? Literally?
Shit, man.
No one's scared, man. I told him to go roll up.
Look,
brother.
you
I
saw
told
how
him
fast
to-
he popped back again? Oh, hell no, man. I ain't fucking
But,
scared. What the fuck you talking about, man?
What are y'all doing Friday?
I'm pretty sure.
I ain't
a lot of
thought that
people
far.
gonna do-
Think
You
I'm
know,
off.
it's
I think-
another game
I
on
have to check.
Friday.
Is there?
Yeah, it's a game on Friday.
Trying to see, if y'all want
UT
to go
Ohio
live
State.
right the night before, just kick back and talk, or we'll be T minus 24 hours.
just send the SOS, man.
Well, all
Okay.
right, boys. We're gonna go ahead and call it a night. We want to
We didn't
thank
give
y'all.
did we give a prediction? We didn't even do predictions, did we?
AD, go ahead.
Shit.
Oh yeah, I got the Texans winning this game, man. I'm gonna go reminiscent. What was it? 45 to what was it? What was it? 13? Was it 45 13?
I think it was.
45
45
13 Texans.
14, I think. So.
14, 14,
Yeah.
45 14 Texans win this game, man.
I wouldn't even know what to say if that happened. Stressings, what's your score prediction?
I'm pissing off people's head. Fuck
I'm
it.
hopeful that happens. I'll try and remain a little bit humble just in case. I'll say 27-13.
Harley.
That's still 2 touchdowns. I like it.
Yeah.
Fuck feelings, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck that. Fuck that. And see, I was gonna go reminiscent too, but I was going way back because of Arian Foster, and I was going back to that first score of the first ever Texans playoff game against the Cincinnati Bengals. So yeah, I'm going 31-10. Fuck it. Fuck feelings. Fuck all that shit. The Houston Texans defense is going to come out swarming. They're going to do their thing. They're going to be hunting. They're going to be coming after the quarterback. They're going to be doing their thing, man. This is Waj and Hunter's game to really pressure Justin Herbert. He struggles against pressures. Obviously, you don't want to blitz him too much, but you can do it sparingly. Doesn't mean you just stop blitzing him. Do it sparingly. D'Amico's done this before. We've seen this many times. Devin White could be a guy that's sparingly used in blitzes, but you still got Henry T's improvement. You got Christian Harris, Azeez Al-Shaair. You got 3 guys right there that's all going to be in tandem with this defense. Derek Stingley, Kamari Lassiter, Kalen Bullock. A lot of people keep forgetting about Kalen Bullock as well. Underrated rookie, had a hell of a year. Overall, man, 31-10. Texans offense shows up, shows out, and has everyone going, were we wrong about the Houston Texans?
I'm going to go 24-14. I got 2 tutties by CJ through the air and one of them to Joe Mixon. But you want me to go 30? You want me to go 30?
Fuck feelings.
Let's go 30-13 Houston, Texans, man.
Boo.
Let's see. Oh, wow. I was like, let's see CJ Stroud put 3 tutties through the air and Joe Mixon, can run one in. Let's get some turnovers. Let's get some sacks, boys, and let's get to the divisional round. And and what happened?
Stressing.
Yeah, go.
Oh no,
ahead.
I'm just me. I was just nodding my head.
He gave his.
Oh, you already did? Oh shit, I don't even fucking remember.
Oh yeah,
I read too much reading these
I'll
comments.
talk again if you want. I could talk about this shit all day.
Nah, it's all good, bro. It's all good.
Well, boys, we love you all. Thank y'all for being a part of this episode. Thank you for being part of this show all season. We can't wait to come back for more. Do me a favor. Have a blessed day. We'll see.